Are you and your family thinking about taking a road trip this summer? Well, in this video, we're going to share with you our 8 top tips after driving thousands of miles with our kiddos to hopefully help you plan a smooth road trip for 2021. Tip number 1, know before you go. COVID-19 has made travel way different than it ever was before, and it's incumbent upon us as travelers to move around safely and responsibly. So check the local rules and regulations and advisories at your destination and any other places you'll be traveling through so that you're informed and prepared to move around safely and in compliance. An example of this is when we moved from Florida to Virginia, and then again from Virginia to Pennsylvania. Virginia and Pennsylvania each required negative COVID tests of travelers entering the state, so we got tested. Tip number 2, updated road trip essentials. So there are a few additional supplies that we recommend you keep in your car so that you're prepared when you're out on the road. So here we go. Disposable and/or reusable face masks. Make sure you have enough for everyone in your family for as long as you'll be on the road. Hand sanitizer and disinfectant spray. Disposable gloves. Some gas stations provide these in the dispensers at their pumps, but don't rely on them being available when you need them. They come in handy when you're cleaning up your car, pumping gas, or opening doors. Water and plenty of it. Consider filling large reusable water bottles, 1 per person at least. We particularly like our Yetis and our Hydro flasks for keeping drinks cool. Don't forget cash for emergencies. Even though we're all trying to go cashless as much as possible, you never know when you might encounter a situation where cash is the only option. First aid kit. Chargers for your phones and other electronic devices. And a road atlas. It's always wise to have a backup map on hand in case you go through areas of spotty cell coverage, and remember to take screenshots of your maps on your phone or smartphone to save for future reference if you need them. Tip number 3, pack your own meals and snacks. So packing the road trip food is one of my favorite things to do, but here are the reasons why I think it's important to pack a wide variety of wholesome snacks and meals for your family when you're on the road. So number 1, it keeps everyone happy, healthy, and it helps keep your immune system strong. There's nothing worse than a car full of cranky, hungry family members. It's a great way to be efficient, it reduces your need to stop and grab those quick snacks, and it also helps save money. When you pack from home, you can buy in bulk and you can portion it out and you can be more organized. You never know when you're going to get stuck in traffic or delayed due to weather, so it's just great to be prepared. Consider using food trays with tight-fitting lids or bento boxes to portion out food and snacks and meals for every member of your family, and you can eat on the go. Tip number 4, stay organized. Your car is a confined space, and lots of people in a small space make a lot of mess. So to keep your sanity and to stay organized, we use packing cubes. We have a packing cube for our cleaning kit, we have a packing cube for diaper change supplies, and each kid has a packing cube with their toys and books and some games so that they can easily pull out their activity pack and help themselves. We use e-bags, which we like a lot, and we've linked them in the description below. And remember whenever you stop to empty your car of trash so that there's not extra things floating around your car that you don't need. Tip number 5, entertainment. So just take some time to think about some new items that each of your little travelers would enjoy on the road trip. So before we leave, I like to download some new ebooks that they haven't seen yet, and our library offers some great ones for free. Or maybe a new app, a new game that they haven't seen before. We like to go by discount stores like the Dollar Tree or the dollar bins at Target and find a few new items that don't take up much space, like a new small box of crayons or a pad of stickers or a little notepad. And we download podcasts to listen to as a family, so we particularly enjoy Julie's Library, Circle Round, and But Why. Another great thing to pack would be reusable sticker books or these water wow books where they write on pages with water and then it dries and they can use them over and over again. Magnetic drawing boards or scribble pads, because they're lots of entertainment for not much mess. If you have the space, a new little travel companion is a sweet gift for young kids because it's always fun to travel with a new friend. Tip number 6, find creative rest stops. So one of our goals when we're road tripping, especially during 2021, is to avoid crowded areas and crowded stops and rest stops. And so we'll use our Google Maps app or All Trails app to find parks or nature preserves where we can get out and stretch and find some wide open spaces and maybe even a picnic table to enjoy a snack or a meal. So for example, when we were driving from Florida to Virginia, we found a nature preserve where we got to enjoy our picnic lunch without anyone around. And later on that day in South Carolina, we found some soccer fields that were empty, and we used that opportunity to run a couple of laps around a soccer field and hop back in the car and make it to our destination. So think outside your typical rest areas for some creative ways to get everyone outdoors and stretch with plenty of space. Tip number 7, auto maintenance. So this one should go without saying, but I wanted to throw it in here so that we don't forget to mention it, and that is to make sure that your car is in tip-top shape for the distance that you plan to travel, because of course, hopefully that will help mitigate breakdowns, frustrations, and inconveniences. So just remember to have your car checked out, and then along those lines, don't forget your driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. Tip number 8, have fun. It sounds a little cliche, but when you're in a confined space with your family all day long, it helps to make sure and to be mindful about your attitude and your outlook, and it's something I'm working on every single day. But to decide to be positive and to roll with it and to make it an adventure is something that your whole family will benefit from, because your positive energy will overflow into them, and before you know it, you'll all be singing and having a great time. So anyway, just a reminder to have fun with it and make it an adventure. So there you have it. That's our list of 8 road trip tips for 2021 with lots of extra information thrown in on the sides. We hope you find it helpful. If you'd like other travel tips and if you'd like to see our travel guides that we try to publish weekly, subscribe to our channel. Happy travels!